that garbage can orbit of Donald Trump. No doubt that he's nervous.
What'd you do?
On Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, Donald Trump entered a Manhattan courtroom and pled not guilty to 34 crimes.
Squash it.
I'm going to.
Fucking movie star. You're a fucking movie star.
Said tick, tick, tick.
Straight and correct. Hope Hicks is not some random employee. Hope Hicks got a job working for former guy. She was a close friend of Ivanka Trump, and Trump saw her in a fashion show. She had a lot of power. She knew what was going on. Everything she is saying is not some part of a deep state conspiracy theory. It's not some leftist person with an agenda. This is somebody who was, at one stage, she saw Trump as daddy, father figure. So what she has to say can't be taken with a pinch of salt. Sorry, I'm spitting my food out here, but she is credible.
She was at his side during the election campaign and in the White House. Now former close aide Hope Hicks to former President Trump is looking at him directly from the witness stand. Ms. Hicks, as we speak at this moment, is testifying in this trial here at Manhattan Criminal Court. She, of course, the longtime loyal member of Trump's inner circle, his 2016 campaign press secretary and later counselor to the president. She is testifying about what she may know concerning payments to keep the stories of Trump's alleged affairs quiet. In his testimony, National Enquirer publisher David Pecker said that it was Ms. Hicks who was in and out of that meeting at Trump Tower in 2015, where Pecker, Trump, and Michael Cohen hatched the plan for Pecker to be campaign's eyes and ears to keep a lookout for any potential scandals that could tarnish Trump. And Pecker also testified that
Let's just say the most ridiculous thing. Kayleigh McEnany, we all know, was part of the 45th administration. She was White House press secretary. She's employed, as far as I know, by Fox Entertainment to be some type of authority on Trump. Working in the White House press communications, you clearly had daily contact with Hope Hicks. You clearly know who Hope Hicks is. You clearly have a view with regards to what Hope Hicks has stated this Friday, the 3rd of May 2024 in court. Yet Kayleigh McEnany, watch for yourself, says nothing, like nothing. To the people who watch Fox, is there really, like, you can put one finger through there and it will go straight through because there's air in between?
That Todd Blanche made on this gag order. It was fascinating to me. First, a pretty obvious point. He said the press is peppering him with questions. I mean, I literally heard a CNN reporter shouting at Trump, tell us what you think of David Pecker's testimony. So the media is shouting these questions, obviously related to the 24 campaign, despite this being separate in the mind of the judge. He's supposed to just be silent and walk off. He can't defend himself in the midst of a campaign. That makes no sense. And Todd Blanche also said Joe Biden has mentioned this case. He mentioned, quote, to quote the president, Donald has had a few tough days, stormy weather. So the current president can make this allusion to Stormy Daniels, but the guy he's running against then can't speak. That makes no sense. And then Todd Blanche laid out all of the times Michael Cohen has talked about Trump in a Politico article where he said, question the truth-telling of Donald Trump. To your point, TikTok. Todd Blanche says Michael Cohen's making money off TikTok. Todd Blanche says Michael Cohen's shopping a TV show. These are all the arguments of Donald Trump's defense, and they're powerful arguments. But the part that stuck out to me was when they reconvened yesterday. Donald Trump's attorney came to the judge and gave him a pile
Something
of
that's
articles
interesting that has
from legal
come out of court
scholars.
this Friday is Hope Hicks, when this was all exploded around her, turned to Jared Kushner saying, Jared, could you put a call into Rupert Murdoch and try and get some type of, cover-up going? Jared said he was a bit busy.
So, Danny, what kind of a witness is Hope Hicks? And so different from all of the other witnesses, the other 8 witnesses that the prosecution has brought forth so far.
I'm betting Hope Hicks is a good witness for the prosecution, a strong witness because, number one, they're calling her. But number two, we already know she doesn't have the same credibility and morality issues as some of these other witnesses, whether that be Keith Davidson, Michael Cohen, or even David Pecker. She may be a very effective witness because she's someone who was just an observer.
Well, she observed an awful lot of things, including the grab and buy the etc. moment, the Access Hollywood tape, which in most cases would probably have destroyed a politician. Clearly, a former guy had contacts. Clearly, there were people pulling all types of strings, as Hope Hicks has revealed today.
Hope Hicks was the ultimate insider, as all 3 of you know, and prosecutors are focused on this crucial moment in time right after the Access Hollywood tape drops, October 2016, weeks before the election. And the way Matthew Colangelo described that moment during his opening is that the campaign went into, quote, damage control mode.
We are hearing now from the courtroom. Hicks says she shared the content, quote, verbally with Trump, saying she has a vague recollection of starting to read the transcript and Trump finished reading it himself. Okay, that must have been a bit awkward. As we continue to get updates from this really dramatic set of questions and answers, Hope Hicks, quote, he said, that didn't sound like something he would say, Hicks testifies, noting Trump asked if he could see the actual tape. Well, it was.
The reason they paid off Stormy Daniels was in large part, doesn't have to be 100%, but in large part motivated by, oh my gosh, we're a couple weeks away from the campaign. We need to keep her quiet. This is more evidence of that.
The prosecutor asked Hope Hicks, was Mr. Trump upset when he saw the tape? Yes, yeah, he was, Hicks said. She said there was a consensus among the group, quote, the tape was damaging. This was a crisis. Yeah, it sure was. The focus is. And now they're turning that, with that sort of building block, they're turning the questioning to Karen McDougal and now Stormy Daniels.
So up until now in the trial, we've only heard about the panic in the campaign from outsiders, from people at AMI, David Pecker, from the lawyers for the lawyer Keith Davidson, who represented Stormy Daniels, and Karen McDougal, and they're all sort of drawing inferences or saying it seemed like there was concern. I believe there was concern. Now the jury's hearing it from the ultimate insider, and she's walking them through chapter and verse of just how concerned Donald Trump personally was, directly, just how concerned the campaign was. And that sets the stage for answering the question, why? Why did they pay off Stormy Daniels? Of course, the prosecution's argument is because they were worried about the campaign.
That garbage can orbit of Donald Trump. No doubt that he's nervous.
What'd you do?
On Tuesday, April 4th, 2023, Donald Trump entered a Manhattan courtroom and pled not guilty to 34 crimes.
Squash it. I'm going to.
Fucking movie star. You're a fucking movie star.
Tick, tick, tick.